she goes. And we are live.
Putting my jumper on.
My name is Mr. 2020. Welcome to today's Feel It Real Fun show.
And I'm Victoria.
Today we're going to do housekeeping, right? So
Yes.
what we do till everyone shows up live
Yes.
on Facebook. By the way, you can find us Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Melbourne time, which is like
Australia.
6 p.m. New York City, I guess, something like that. Somebody correct me if I need it. But just type in what time is it in Melbourne. Spell it M-E-L-B-O-U-R-N-E.
And the UK, what time it is over there? Maybe London or something.
Bedtime, right? Stay up late. So, welcome to today's show. We have Julie, we have Becky, we have Edward, we have Yasmin, we have Joe. If y'all type
Edward,
in big
Yasmin,
letters,
Joe.
right, we can actually sometimes see your stuff. Greetings. Whoa, look at that. Bob McDaniel. He's a...
Is that Leah or Len or something? Ginny.
Leah, Barbara, Ginny.
Pauline. There you go. 11 p.m. in the UK.
11 p.m. in the UK. So, Monday through Friday. Melbourne, Monday through Friday. Right?
Yes, Marie.
8 a.m. our time, 11 p.m. London. And I think 6 p.m.
Is that GMT? Yes, Greenwich Mean Time. We remember that from trading.
Meantime.
Yeah.
So, feelitrealfun.com
John
if you
Blair.
want to see all the replays, right? Over 900 minutes of them. That'll keep you busy for a while. Oh, I don't know what to do. Watch the videos,
There
right?
you go. 3 p.m. San Jose
3
in
p.m.
California.
California. All right. Marie, excellent. We got to talk because Marie and I are going to do a show on the week of the 11th or so in July, right? Something like that.
Is that
so,
Beck? Okay.
let's dive in. We've got a user question today.
Yes.
I
Excellent.
should
we love
get it
user
straight
questions.
down. That just looks so much cooler.
And slowly
And
come
coming
up.
back up. All right. Do you want to read or shall I read?
I shall read.
Victoria shall read.
Or
now.
else I'll read some of it.
Right.
Where do you want me to go from? From the
The
very
top.
top?
Yep.
Okay. From the Facebook group. How can I apply Neville's tool when I practice yoga?
Great question, by the way.
I want to be able to do certain asanas. I don't know if that's how you say it, which I can't do yet.
We're good at mispronouncing English as well as other foreign languages.
Yep. I just practiced yoga and imagined that my shoulder and knees weren't hurting, that I kicked my leg higher for the handstand. Wow, you're doing some goody stuff. That I could push myself into the wheel, etc. But reality was that I had to stop doing certain asanas because of pain in my knees and shoulder. My leg kick was low and I could hardly push myself into the wheel. I know I have to keep practicing, but I wonder how Neville could help me get pain-free and in shape to do the asanas I'd love to do. 2020, I know you use Neville for your back belt. How did you use it to progress your practice? What tips do you have for me to grow into my practice?
So we're going to cover the 18-inch adventure again in some cool ways. We love sharing how to apply this.
Yep.
And we've got a Neville quote that we will read in a while.
Yeah.
And so let's dive in.
Yes.
So pretty much all my life I've done something like yoga or qigong or something. And we've got a yogini here in the room.
Yes.
So,
Love it.
Yeah. So let's... Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it wants to know something. So okay. So let's. Where would you suggest beginning?
Well, I can go from my experience because, 10 years ago, I think, I returned from the UK to Australia and started doing yoga with my friend in a suburb of Melbourne called Warrandyte. Anyway,
lovely place.
It's beautiful, and the little studio she did it at was aesthetic and gorgeous, and I loved it. But then I moved to Eltham, and there were a lot of things. I really wanted to do it there, but it would be firstly, a half-hour drive. So, right, let me put this. I loved yoga. It was almost already straight in my heart, right, if we think of the 18-inch adventure. Really wanted to continue doing it when I was in Eltham.
Nice.
But then the head came in. It's a 20-minute to half-hour drive each way to Warrandyte.
The gas.
Have to do it there at that little studio because it is like the epitome of yoga.
It's where we do yoga right.
Yeah, it was correct there. It was the right atmosphere. And then, and $20 a session. If I want to do it more than once a week, twice a week, $40 a week, hang on.
You get the head, heart bounce.
Yeah.
She loves it.
And there were even others that I was thinking about, like, want to do it. So kept going down, coming back up, but. And at night, it was only offered during the evenings, and also it might have even been offered during the day, except that I was a full-time employee at the time, had to be in the office.
Get how complicated?
It was, so of course didn't go.
So time goes on.
Yeah, and you happened to mention to me one of our very good friends at the dog park
says
to 20, who relayed to me, I'm doing yoga at the YMCA.
And, keyword.
Yeah, YMCA. And 20 happens to mention it to me in Eltham. So 1 minute drive. They have memberships, so you pay once a week or once a fortnight, $40, equivalent of $20 a week. Do as much as you want. So they offer it during the day. It was suddenly like 20s,
and she's no longer an employee. We both work
and I'm
from
no
home.
longer an employee, and it was suddenly like, hang on, all of these, but
Gone.
yeah, the only but that was left was like, but it's not in my beautiful little studio in Warrandyte. It's at the YMCA in a gym. It's like, but it was like, sorry. So I'll get to the point. Ended up going.
What? By the way, watch her.
Loved it.
Where'd she just go?
Straight down. It was just. Yes, this is what my body's been craving for so long.
Why has your body been craving it?
Because, yes, two things for that. Once, I remember a while ago, I watched Angelina Jolie play Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, or whatever it was called. And I remembered looking at her at that time in my life. I wasn't doing any exercise. Looking at her body, looking at how she was using ropes and jumping over boulders, and she had muscles and form, and it was just like, I want my body like that. I don't want to be this flabby old thing that hurts, later on in life.
By the way, watch, she just made a fuzzy movie. She went, I don't want to be this flabby old thing. Yet she went back.
Yeah,
and she made a movie.
It was almost like I could see myself hurting.
Right?
You
get it?
If I wanted to do stuff.
Now that's not feeling it real. Okay?
Yep.
So she went, right?
Yep.
This is what coaching and training is like. Good fun.
In
Because
fact,
we get to point out you're making a movie. You probably don't even see it.
In fact, the way I went like that was probably like the stick moving away from, whoa, I don't want to be like that. But the other really important thing was...
Notice what she just did.
Yeah.
She moved in and down, found her belly.
The garden. And that to me, which you guys all know, I love my garden. I just want to be able to do anything and everything in it. I don't move rocks, like not stones, but rocks and all sorts of stuff. So it's like really wanting to be able to always do that for myself in our garden.
You get how she's feeling this?
Yeah.
She's dropped. It's not just yoga'd be nice, but she's dropped into her belly.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And also this whole thing of she made a fuzzy movie out here. She moved into experiencing her in the garden and as a yogini. By the way, she's revealing. Okay, I keep saying what my primary states are. Okay, and we really dive into some of that cool stuff in Manifesting to the Max, July 2016.
Yeah.
Craft's commercial message coming soon, right?
Yeah.
Released July 4th. Now,
Yeah.
you know mine. Okay. Loving puppy something, loving his something, loving tra something, right? Boom, boom, boom. You get that she's discovering and revealing hers. And you see what shows up. This isn't just yoga. This is yogini.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's her. Gardener. Inhabiting her own life. So...
Yeah.
We're going to come back to the skills bit and stretching a bit, but
Yep.
Here's a quote of Neville's. Ready, everyone?
Yep.
I urge you to dream nobly. Although your dream may seem impossible, invite it into your consciousness by feeling it real. Wear this feeling as you would a suit of clothes and persist in it till the feeling takes on the tones of reality. Do that in a way no one knows. Your desire will appear as an eruption of your continuous thought. Okay? a friend of ours at the dog park told me about yoga. Oh yeah, I'm doing yoga. Cool. And I get she wants to do yoga. I've heard this. I want to do yoga, but it's a half-hour drive. I want to do yoga, but it's in the evenings, and I work. And I want to do yoga, and it's a really good place, but and I don't want to be. See, I've watched this complicated war go on. Okay, and by the way, yoga is what? Okay, yoga's teaching you to embody and discover some things. It's not just stretchy. We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm told about yoga. Victoria goes to yoga, and the person who told us about it has moved on to some other things.
Yeah.
She's not going to yoga
anymore.
Right? She may be doing yoga elsewhere,
Yeah.
but she's definitely doing a bunch of other stuff there.
Yeah.
But she stayed at yoga long enough that Victoria walked in the room and had a friend in the room for a couple weeks, and that's it. Now it's Victoria's yoga. You get it?
Yeah.
And this came through the dog park. In other words, through Emmett. In other words, through,
The most natural way.
the most natural way, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we go hang out on the street corner and ask people about yoga
Yeah.
or go to yoga centers or have
I
you
didn't
ever been
research
to the YMCA before that?
No.
No.
And if I'd heard about, if Kari hadn't gone, I'd think, YMCA? No.
Yeah.
It's got to be in this beautiful little candlelit room. And I was so judgmental. Yeah.
So let's embody our practice, right? So she's got her yoga practice. I've got what most people call Qigong practice, more accurately described as Wu Ji Fa. Look it up, Wujifa. Look it up. My buddy Rick, he's the guy, okay, otherwise known as Richard. So let's embody some practice. You can think about yoga. By the way, that's not bad. You might want to read a good book. You might want to study what some of the people that you admire are doing with yoga. Okay, really getting the basics right up here, understanding, what I'm looking for is doing it with a sunken chest, not like that, right?
Yeah.
So let the head do the head's job. Let the head find distinctions. Let the head discover. She got to discover who she gets to be as a yogini. Okay? It's a pretty generic term, but she gets to apply it to her. When she applied it to her, it had to do with what? The garden.
Yeah.
So now it's not just I'm a yogini and a gardener. I'm a yogini and a gardener.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two feed each other.
Yeah.
Right? Do you notice your awareness of your body in the garden is different?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Notice she went in and down to find that.
Yeah.
So, let the head do the head's job. Allow the heart to do the heart's job. Fall in love with you. Fall in love with the sensations. Fall in love with the stretch. Fall in love with the pain in the thighs. Fall in love with all that stuff.
Yeah. And I like your word, we used to use it a lot, being curious.
Sure, absolutely.
And here I reckon it really applies. Like when there's pain somewhere in my body,
Dennis.
like sometimes the leg, like when we do all the sun salutations and warrior stances and stuff like that, the thigh burn, whoa. And yet instead of just focusing on, oh my God, it's so painful, I just think, that's interesting. Like, is it different to last time? And
Yes. How's
do I
it
take
different?
it 1 second more, or do I really just want to stop now? And
So as that green belt and brown belt moving toward the black belt, I fell in love with things like stretching and standing in stance and just feeling that burn and stuff. And I fell in love with making my students do it. Okay. So I've got a room full of people, everybody from little JP, who was like 7 at the time, little fat 7-year-old who's grown up to be a professional athlete, to my adult students who were old. Some of them were as old as 40. Right?
wow, it's funny, isn't it, how old they were when we were that young.
So I'd have them standing and I'd tell them, fall in love with that pain. Explore it. Become curious about how you can shift things, not to escape it, but to discover what's it giving to you. What's the difference between a good pain and a bad pain? Just falling in love with all of the whole pie, not just the filling.
Yeah. And the breathing into that pain, I really find into that, when the breath comes in and breathing into that area, how it changes. And I really like that too.
This head, heart, bellies, and everything. By the way, remember, Neville was a dancer. Okay? Two things with that. He knew how to work a stage. He knew how to captivate an audience. Okay? Two, he knew how to move. Okay? To me, this is really important because he talks about manifesting with the least effort possible. He talks about this lovely thing. Go to freeneville.com and look up state akin to sleep. Yeah. Okay, you'll see some goody video there and stuff. But Neville says to do this with the least amount of effort possible. That doesn't mean there's no effort. Same with yoga, same with qigong. But if I get it just right, it's definitely takes some work. But I'm not going, must force. If anything, I'm curious about how do I really enter this and just notice the changes. Joe, you're in small print. Sorry, can't read it. So, Dennis, hello from the USA.
Yes.
Hello from Australia.
Sarah's joined.
So allow yourself to fall in love with who you get to be as a yogini, as a kung fu guy, as a teacher, trainer, whatever it is. Allow yourself to really, really fall in love with who you get to be.
Yeah. There's
the outside bit. Okay, just exploring and getting the skills, being curious about how am I going to discover more about them today, so on and so forth. But who do you get to be?
Yeah.
Watch this, ready? In 20 years, who do you get to be?
I'll be out there doing everything still. I'll be digging holes.
She's doing it now. This isn't like I'll be digging holes.
No.
Who will I get to be? I won't be. I could be. She just went right into her body. She went, who do I get to be?
And I think it was like really acknowledging that it's not just I want to do yoga because I want to be like the reasons for me why I wanted to do it, and how much joy I was now getting out there instead of being crippled. Oh, that's something like a year ago, because I've been doing it since October. So last winter, if I'd been doing spade work and stuff like that, the next day I'd get out of bed and be like, oh, my back. Whereas now I don't experience that. So that's become one of the prime reasons for me doing this. And now that I have that, instead of when I first went to yoga and was the fat pudgy kid at the back of the classroom trying to hide from the teacher and copy and do, instead of being that, it's now I'm I don't know, I'm here for other reasons. I'm not here I'm not here to be noticed by you, so I'm going to try and hide because I might be doing it wrong. I don't know, it was weird. It was it was like all of a sudden, no, this is why I'm here. I start seeing the transformation in my body. My balancing is still crap. I'm working on that, but I can see, like Priya mentioned something about different moves where maybe her leg isn't as high as what she wants it to be, or things like that. I just see small changes, but how it's growing into my body, maybe that's what it is. And though there's still some things that might not be the best way, it's like I just know I'm getting more active in it. I just don't know how else to put that bit.
Joe Weldon mentioned something. I'm going to tie this in. Joe says, anybody who hasn't seen the state of... Oh, no, that's Bill. Just everything moved up. Unpleasant thoughts, feelings, and beliefs as they pass by, not attaching or connecting with them in any way. Check this out.
Yeah.
Doing yoga?
Yeah.
You're going to get sore.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You're going to have pains, yes?
Yeah, but I actually enjoy it now.
Cool. Now, week 1, Manifesting Mastery, we explore this thing called meaning. We talk about the young boy, right? The young boy, he's got the hots for the girl, and he starts walking toward the girl. So the young boy's hanging with his blokes. Yeah. She's hanging with her... Friends.
Girlfriends.
And so the bloke's walking over to the girl, and the girl does what?
Starts to laugh.
She has a little giggle and looks at her friend, right? And the guy goes, they're laughing at me, and turns around and never goes over and smells the girl.
Yeah.
Right? Now, he added meaning. He didn't react to their giggle. He reacted to the meaning he attached to it.
Yes.
So as a yogini, pain has a different meaning to her.
Yeah.
Okay? As a middle-aged woman who has a pain, get it?
Yeah.
Pain has a different meaning.
Yeah.
Right? Same Victoria, totally different Victoria.
Yeah.
So this shift in identity with her going, yeah, you know what, by the way, and it's not like she's got a badge. If I could find one for her, I would. Just for fun, right? But she knows, you know what, I do yoga. I'm a yogini. Right? She feels it. And when she feels pain, it's not that she's going, maybe I hurt something, maybe I'm getting old, maybe I'm dying. It's like, no, maybe I'm doing yoga. Get it? That's cool. So this whole thing of her new identity, boom, 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 right? She feels yoga is a part of her life. Totally changes what the head does with pain. Instead of the head going, maybe I should go to the doctors, maybe I should just put some Bengay on it, maybe.
Yes.
It's like, maybe I'm a little sore. Boy, that was a good workout yesterday.
Yeah.
Watch her.
Yeah, I've said that to you a few times.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Jenny asked, what about talking to the body? I have no idea what that even means. By the way, I am not a big fan of words. I'm excellent at them. Seriously, I am very good at words. But talking to the body...
Maybe add something more, Ginny.
Yeah, maybe add a little bit more. We can run with that maybe later or tomorrow. And Bill says the ABCs of NLP, figure out the identity, and the rest falls into place. In Neville, if you go to Free Neville and you look up fundamentals, right? This is part of the unsexy teaching. Okay, it pretty much comes down to who are you being in the world. Who you're being in the world changes your reactions. Your reactions create your reality. If her reactions to the pain were different, well, maybe I'll sit on the chair an extra 4 hours today and not do anything because I'm in pain. You get it?
Yeah.
Versus like, I'm in pain, maybe I'll just take a few seconds and do that stretch we did last night just to feel something different.
Yes.
You get it?
Like Barbara just said, does the sensation mean what I imagine it to mean?
Does it?
And
yes.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
where we get to explore.
Like you can, some people might experience pain and think, oh my God, stop, I'm feeling pain. Whereas actually sometimes I feel, it's not even, maybe even the word itself, maybe prayer, it's not pain.
Maybe it's just your body
stretching and like releasing, and there's like sensations there, but it doesn't have to be this,
by the way,
pain.
Okay, let's talk medical just for a second, then we'll start to wrap it up. Most people don't know they have bodies. In all seriousness, they have almost no body consciousness. So this whole thing of sensations, and then we're taught to edit our emotions continuously. The odds of finding the belly and being present are pretty much zero for most people, right? Now, let's talk about, when do you get to notice your body? You go to the doctor, and the doctor says, tell me what's going on. Where do you hurt? And you say, well, it's right here. On a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you hurt? Right? And so you're taught to put attention on your body with phraseology around where do I hurt? Versus I'm standing here and I'm listening and I'm talking and I'm noticing, where can I sink? In Tai Chi and in Qigong, it's all about sinking. What connections can I notice more of? You get it? That brings me into being present, not like, where do I hurt? On a scale from 1 to 10, how long has it been that way? Is it getting better or worse? Okay? Questions set direction. That's the usefulness of language. But to back out of that, ask yourself some different questions. You get it? I'm noticing, where can I sink? That's a Tai Chi, Qigong thing. So I'm noticing, I can sink right there. And I'm finding parts of my body and I'm letting them sink as we talk. And then I notice, what connections can I discover? So, there's some good fun. All right, real quick, my fiance's Kung Fu teacher said to tell himself it doesn't hurt after practicing that it doesn't hurt.
After practicing that it didn't hurt.
It could be useful. Right, I'm not real big on.
So you had a goodie with your elbows really hurting when you're bringing in the firewood all the time, to the point that you couldn't even type on the keyboard.
Yep. So I just experienced that as a memory.
Oh, that's right. I remember when.
Yeah, but it's not the words. Okay, it's never the words. I remember when is the feeling. I remember when it hurt.
Yes.
Okay. Really useful. By the way, there's a reason why I'm not a fan of auditory, and it's not that auditory is bad, but if you look around, just notice, there's a lot of auditory in the world. There's more than what we need.
Yeah.
And my suggestion to be silent, to be still, to know you are God, to just literally stop and go, just be present. Okay, and you can allow, seriously, you can allow anything to slip into the past. It's where it's going anyway. Mm-hmm. And you can feel now what you want to advance into the future. Okay, no words required. Okay, so boom. So I hope that helps. By the way, back when I imagined myself being a black belt, long before I was in physical world in Echoville, okay, I knew it. Okay, of course, I looked at like, what martial art do I want to be a black belt in? Now, there's this, there's that, there's this. What local instructors do we have? We got this one and that one. I like this one. You know, you get it. The head did its job.
Yeah.
The passion for the martial arts never quit. It's still here,
yeah.
right? But it's the belly. It's shocking to me. Back when I lived in the States, I don't know anybody here more than 6 years, right?
Yeah.
There's nobody here that I know more than 6 years.
Yeah.
But back in the States, I'd be at the grocery store. My buddy Jerry would say, "Hey, man, you still doing that martial arts stuff?" And in my brain, I'm going, why would you even ask that, right? That's what I am. I don't got to walk around saying I'm a black belt. I feel I am a martial artist. And I'll be creating with those ways and exploring those ways for the rest of my life. There's the key. I suspect that she's discovered something by moving through her bullshit.
Yeah.
She didn't have to go to the yoga place that was nice and cozy.
Yeah.
She got to go to the YMCA. God, by the way, how much cooler of a person are you since you dropped a judgment about the YMCA?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look at her.
Seeing other judgments just fall away.
You can judge or you can create. Look at the way they represent gods and all the cultures of the world. Right? Let's sacrifice a virgin so that we don't get judged. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Right? There's symbology behind that that's useful. The physicality of that is not. Right? Hey, Sally. Sally was in a lot of my Tai Chi classes. I love you. Nice to see you. Give Dennis a hug. Okay? So, get this stuff. Okay? I am a martial artist. She is a yogini. She dropped the judgment about the YMCA, and she got to create what you're seeing here. Anytime a judgment gets in the way, okay, oh my God, right? Versus, so you got a choice. You can either judge or create.
Yeah.
Okay, in any instant. Judging will have you stay in your head, get it? It will call that the 3-inch adventure. Oh, how are they wrong? Let me see, right? Yeah, you get it? Some people, that's what they live by all day long. How are they wrong? Let me see.
Oh, gosh.
Got it?
Yeah.
We know some of them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they feel strongly about they're always right, and they're always wrong.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you can go, what would I like to create? I'd like to create my body as a yogini.
Yeah.
Oh, that just feels good. There's a YMCA around the corner. Not real sure how I feel about that. You know what I think? But let me go anyway, because Kari's there. Boom. Judgment dropped, new Victoria born. Drop your judgments. They're just a waste of time. Okay? And by the way, there's more to it than that. That's the bumper sticker version, and I'm not thrilled with bumper stickers. But for right now, let's just pretend judging is something that's well worth dropping. We can pick it up again in a more useful way later.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to add in? We did the quote.
Yes, we did the quote.
Let's do it again just for fun. This is from NevilleGoddardQuotes.com. It's a lovely site. Go there. Share some of it with your friend.
With your friend.
With your friend. So, I urge you to dream nobly. Although your dream may seem impossible, invite it into your consciousness by feeling it is real. Notice there's no vision board in there, no affirmations. Anyway, wear this feeling as you would a suit of clothes and persist until the feeling takes on the tones of reality. Okay? There's a secret there. Do that in a way no one knows your desire will appear as an eruption of your continuous thought. Okay? Ooh. And again, feeling drives thought. Thought is a virtual thing. And your real, quote unquote, the physicality thing, gosh, she got to yoga through the dog park.
Yeah.
How cool is that? That's it, guys. We love you. Have a wonderful day. Sally, you know your homework. Give Dennis a hug. And have a wonderful day, everyone. Visit us at freeneville.com. Join us in Manifesting Mastery. We've got a massive, cool thing that we're releasing July 4th. That's Independence Day in the U.S. It's July 4th every place else.
Yeah.
And we'll put up a link to that. Go download or listen to those 4 free recordings. They will rock your world if you love the show.
Yeah.
And the rest of the package will double rock your world.
Yep.
So that's it.
Yeah.
We'll put a link up shortly. I need a short link that I can just say for that. Maybe I'll buy a domain name and do that later. Watch this. Okay, I'm thinking about something. I'll buy a domain name to link to that new release, right?
Yeah, so that you
and
can
I'm feeling about it. How do I feel about that? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And if ignition happens, I'll have a domain name to tell you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yes.
That's how much fun this is.
Yeah.
That's it. Cool. Namaste, Bill. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We love you. See you at freeneville.com.
Yeah. See ya.
And the dog park.